Alright, so here's a quick look at the rigidity of this car before I weld in the subframe connectors. Just me jumping on it. I'm about 160 pounds. That's how bad the structural integrity is on the car. Here's one of me in the seat position. So that's before. Alright, so as you can see, I've got the car completely torn down. I've got my 351 here, looking freaking beautiful. I'm going with a red, white, and blue paint job. A little bit of silver and black in some places. I got all that out, everything. I'm gonna paint the entire underside and engine bay blue. I want to paint a really nice like airbrush American flag, like dark colors on the bottom side of the hood, and probably do something back here too. I got a top frame from a Mustang salvage hobbyist. He like collects them and sells parts, so I got a top frame that's not all janky and stuff, so that'll be good. And I welded on subframe connectors, really nice subframe connectors there. And then I also did my torque box reinforcement, which you probably can't see very well, but yeah, that's pretty good for that. And then it looks like the top, I don't know if it's different or not from the regular ones, like the non-convertible, but it looks pretty strong, so I'm not gonna mess with it because there's like a weird bar in here, like a flat spot. Get a light so you guys can see. And basically I decided not to mess with it because of that. There's normally like a round place right there where you'd weld them and bolt them in, and that's the lower reinforcement there. And the floor pan was rusted out here because at first it was rusting out the frame. These tubes, there's a hole right here. There's a tube that goes through that got melted by the exhaust, so it was melting the frame, or not melting the frame, but rusting the frame down there. But I patched that up really nice so it's strong. And then they capped it off, and I guess it was just flooding the car because the tube isn't down here like where it is on the later ones. It looks like they just took the tube off and said, fuck it, we're just gonna go ahead and let it flood the car. So I got new ones of those from the guy with the top too. That's a big job to do, so I'm gonna wait till it's running for that. But basically, yeah, everything's getting painted. I knocked all that down. Got all this stuff over here painted with the metallic paint, and then I used a matte clear coat for like wheels, so it'll be pretty durable clear there. Everything's nice and painted. And basically right now I'm having an issue with two things. Basically this deal here isn't working good, as you can see. You might not be able to see. The bolt holes don't line up very well, which could be because of cylinder heads, I'm not sure, but it's really annoying. And this is the original one. You can see how this particular spot where my flashlight is raised out from these holes, and on this one it's not. And no one wants to tell you this information, but just so you know, if anybody's interested, this is the newer style power steering pump bracket, and the older style does not have this notch cut out of it, and therefore it will not work with that swap bracket because they want you to buy more stuff, and they also don't sell stuff for these older ones, they want you to just convert everything. So you end up with shit like this. And that really made me mad. So now I'm $150 into this, and this doesn't even work, so I'm gonna cut it. This plate was $100. So not very cool. But yeah, I'm gonna use the Holley Hyper Spark and the Holley Sniper system, and hopefully it runs good, because I'm gonna be mad if it doesn't. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting the underneath painted. Alright, this is the final time of seeing it in the primer stage. You can see how much better it looks with the same color across the car, rather than like 6 different colors that are like basically watercolor paint. Alright, I just finished up the wiring mostly, and I'm gonna see what happens. Okay, that's aggressive. Just so you're aware, this is my oxygen sensor. Probably can't even see it, but just know that it's zip tied to the manifold, so it was running pretty good for that. Yeah, that's pretty nice. So I don't know what was going on with the timing, but I have to figure it out. guys, so I got it all running. I've been driving it and the break-in's going good. There wasn't much material. There was mainly just a little bit of cam bearing coating, because I have coated cam bearings. I've never had them before, so I don't know, maybe that's just some of it comes off a little bit. But I'd say the amount of material was literally like if you cut a button, like a shirt button, into like 8 pieces, it's like 1/8 of a shirt button worth of material that came out for like the first 100 miles. But I'm getting ready to go up to the store to get some more FL18 oil filters. But yeah, I've just been cruising it around. It actually is really streetable. It appears to be running a little rich right now, so my gas mileage is probably going to get better. But yeah, I mean, the Holly's doing its job and everything. So I just finally fixed the coolant leak that I've been having. I tried a bunch of different thermostat gaskets, but what ended up working was actually putting the thermostat housing on a piece of glass and sandpaper to flatten it back out, and now it's good. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take it for a drive. All right guys, I'm 250 miles in. I'm just doing a quick valve adjustment and we'll do some driving. All right, so I did that valve adjustment and it still makes a bunch of noise. I'm not really sure what happened here. It's hard for me to film and do this, but I don't know. I'm gonna say that that's most likely my noise, but man, this job is like a knuckle buster. But ooh, that's a better example. But these ones, I don't even know what they are. They came with these heads from who I bought them, and they also have these, which I'm assuming is for the girdle, like a stud girdle, but I don't. All right, here's the first start with the new rockers. Hopefully they work, because if they don't, then I probably got lifter issues and I've got to take it apart. So